you buy a property and a town dictates what zoning is, and they turn around, you expect them to honor what they are enforcing. That's why we have
Today, myself and Carmela decided to come and stand outside the bagel store and catch people going in and asking them if they were aware of what was going on across the street, and most of them were not, and gave them some information and asked if they would sign our petition. I think the main goal is to spread the word. Once people know about this, they don't want it, but the problem is just people don't know about it.
This is awesome. Here so I could be in touch with her. Yep, because she wants to help. Yeah, I do. I want to help.
This cannot go on. I live on Elwood Road. My taxes are low because I live on a main county road. However, it takes me 5 minutes to get out of the driveway to get to work. I do mammographies. I save lives for a living. I can't get out of my driveway.
I haven't lived in Huntington long, but I love it, and I don't want to see the impact of this big shopping mall going across over there when the path mark that was over here hasn't been here for years, and they refuse to open something up there, but instead they'll destroy everything over there. And I mean, it's not even a matter of the money, the environmental impact that it's going to cause. The nitrogen levels are going to go up. It's bad enough our water's polluted.
I'm one of the few people who are lucky enough to have a piece of property that goes right into Berkeley-Jackson, Suffolk County Park. This beautiful parkland that surrounds me is over 100 acres, and it will be the next door neighbor to whatever is built on that parcel of land. These 100 acres of the park is protecting the clean water going into the aquifer, and as you know, the aquifer means the watershed that's underneath all of Long Island. That right now is protected water. If you now take the next door neighbor and you take where Villadom is going to be, that wastewater is going to go down into the ground and into the aquifer. We don't have sewers here. It's cesspools. It's going straight down into our aquifer. What is now going to protect the clean water up here for all the water that's already being polluted in the village? So to make commercial zoning allowed right next to a preserved park, this doesn't make sense to me.
The idea of having to destroy the natural world, for what reason, when there are so many malls so close? The idea of having more cars, the idea of polluting the water. Just knowing that there are these other malls they can go to that are not in residential areas makes it seem utterly ludicrous to have another mall here. It's so obvious.
It's our drinking water.
Yeah,
Do we really want to pollute our own water and get sick?
No.
Over some stupidity because some contractor wants to make this big. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's all about money.
The traffic is just going to make the quality of our life unlivable in this area. I have a lot of cars that drive right past my house very quickly, cutting through because my street connects Deer Park Road and East Deer Park Road. When people are stuck in traffic, that's going to increase, and that's just not safe and just not livable. We live near Huntington Hospital, but it's not a very easy access as it is. It's a one-lane road, Park Avenue, to get into the town of Huntington and down to that hospital, and it already takes a while. If you're in an emergency now with 1,400 added vehicles to the road every hour, and you need to get to the hospital, and that's our hospital, that presents a huge issue.
Every 6 minutes there's going to be 18-wheel tractor trailers, 1,400 additional cars on the road. I mean, it would just be total devastation and impact to the town.
Right now, this is the site that's being talked about, but if this goes through in any form other than 1 acre residential, the town has then set a precedent. And guess what this person, which happens to be his sister, gets to do? All right, so we're not talking about 56 acres, we're talking about 112.
If they're now going to take this R40 residential 1 acre zoning, which is what it's now allotted for, where Villadom is proposed, if they want to switch that to C5, C6 zoning, meaning commercial multi-use zoning, they can do that anywhere they want in the town of Huntington. We're talking about something that's going to affect over 30,000 people.
The purpose of us spreading the word is to try to convince the town board of Huntington not to vote for this zone change. if they say no to the zone change, this mall can't be built. So people really need to contact them and tell them they don't want this zone change. They want to keep it zoned residential.
The GC, which is a general contractor, who's obviously doing the developing, cares about one thing. He cares about money in his pocket. He doesn't care about the nitrogen levels, all the harsh removal of the trees, the sand.
I want to put out there that nothing should be built on that parcel, that should be protected land, just as our park right here is.
Writing letters to the town board and signing the online petitions, and then also showing up to the meeting and speaking and telling them in person we don't want this zone change is very important.
7 p.m. Elwood High School, May 17th. Be there or be square.
Show up earlier because there's going to be a lot of traffic.
Exactly. There's going to be a lot of traffic, so be there early.